In the early hours of Sunday morning, 15 of our youth from our church attended the Voice of Youth Camp, which runs from the 17th of July up till the 23rd, 7 days. About half of our youth are fruit from the last health and gospel seminar we had earlier this year. The Voice of Youth Camp had an attendance of nearly 4,000 young people from the entire North Central Mindanao Conference. It was also reported that there were about 500 youth who were non-Adventist, and we know that 2 of those were part of our youth group. The camp was divided into 5 clusters. Our youth was part of the Ambassador District, which was teamed up with other districts, which was made into Cluster 4. The training that they had the previous few weeks got them ready for this time. They would have to deny themselves quite a bit, which is a characteristic of the people of God. Self-denial and taking up our crosses and following Jesus. In Luke chapter 9 verse 23 it says, "And he said to them all, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." The first night, our youth in particular suffered from getting flooded in from the torrential storm that happened that night. They were left uncovered as organizers thought that their tent was good enough to stand alone without the extra overcovering. The next day we brought more materials and coverings to help with their shelter. We dug more effective ditches and moved the tent in a better proximity with the rest of the camp. For some of our youth, this was their first time to leave their family and spend 7 days away from home in the wilderness. There were many activities from day one, and it was very regimented, but fun. The entire camp is run like a military program and is quite strict in the adherence to the standards of the event. For example, if you want to have a shower, you must have it in the early hours of the morning, around 3 a.m. or even earlier. If you are not attending the morning devotional worship, but instead having a wash to get ready, you will be made to roll around in the wet mud, clothes and everything. There were some very powerful messages by the pastors and directors of the NCMC and SPUC, and many of the youth were inspired. Needless to say, many have been challenged, but because of the amount of youth in attendance, they all spur each other on to greater heights. We witnessed that the young people are learning to become more independent when it comes to survival. They're learning how to pray and go to their Bibles first thing in the morning, noon and evening. How to have simple meals the same time each day and no snacking. The importance of working together as a team, even with the challenges of different characters clashing. But they overcome by having a unity in vision and a goal to reach every day. They are pushed to the limits, but we can see as we have spent time with them that they are thankful and happy being together by accomplishing the activities and tasks by God's amazing grace.